reality of that, not from I just hate Donald Trump. Because that's boring and doesn't get us anywhere and leads you to dishonesty.
So now I want to show you this video because, as you know, I like to slowly drag my friend Bill Maher over to the good side, and I want to be gentle and nice. And Bill, I sent you some Copal. You'll be enjoying that. But here he is on Club Random Podcast admitting that he was wrong about Trump's tariffs. Again, which only 3 months ago, it was fairly obvious to some of us that this was about negotiations and leverage, which is exactly now how it has all worked out. But I will give credit where credit is due. It is good when someone acknowledges that they were wrong. Here's Bill.
I remember along with probably most people, was saying at the beginning, oh, you know, by the 4th of July, somebody had to think how the country was, the economy was going to be tanked by then. And I was kind of like, well, that seems right to me, but that didn't happen. Now, it could happen tomorrow. I'm just saying that's reality. So let's work first from the reality of that, not from I just hate Donald Trump. Because that's boring and doesn't get us anywhere and leads you to dishonesty. Because the truth is, I don't know what his strategy is. But look, the stock market is at record highs. I know not everybody lives by the stock market, but I also drive around. I don't see a country in a depression at all. I see people out there just living their lives. And I would have thought, and I got to own it, that these tariffs were going to sink this economy by this time, and they didn't. So, you know, how do we deal with that fact? Because that's the fact.
Bill, I'm going to give you credit. The mea culpas are important. The things, acknowledging that you got things wrong, I just did it. I have no problem doing it. And it's a mark of, I think, a good person, particularly in this space, in the political space where everyone wants to get you and clip the video and share it. It is very good when you can say, I was wrong about something. So look, when Trump announced all these deals and remember the market crashed, like crashed. We had 3 really bad days and people were like, this is it. It's the recession and it's the Great Depression Part 2 and all of these things. I never felt that. I never sold hysteria to you. You can go back to all of those videos, but I was watching it and I was concerned and I didn't know if it was going to last 3 days or a week or a month or whatever. But I thought it was exactly what Trump and Elon, if you remember, during the campaign had said. There's going to be pain points along the way because you don't just things don't just get fixed like, oh, okay, we fixed it like that. Like to actually fix things, you're going to have to negotiate the world markets. You're going to react in a certain way. So the stock market did crash. It is now as high as of, I think yesterday, it is as high as it has ever been. Bill is right. When you drive around, people do have a little bit more. We know that gas is a little bit less. The price of eggs and meat and other things has come down a little bit. All of that stuff. And then as per the deals themselves, I would say, Bill, you've come a long way, and maybe this is the last, perhaps this is the last little thing you need to see as proof that Donald Trump does actually know what he's doing. So you're with him on free speech, you're with him on foreign policy, you're with him on a lot of these things. You've now broken bread with the guy and realized that he's actually a lot nicer and kinder than Barack Obama and more authentic and all of that. And so maybe the last piece to connect everything, because you are an honest guy, is going, oh, and he actually did know what he was doing with the economy. So I'm in no sense sharing that to own you. I'm sharing it to give you kudos. And again, we always want to be as gracious as we can when people are kind of coming over to reality.